Well, hey everyone. Here we are again. Just checking to see. It's about that time. I hope we have some people come in tonight to discuss things. Gonna wait a few minutes and see if anybody comes in. Hello, Javita. How are you? I need to get your address again. I thought I saved it, but I didn't. So if you would send it to me. I thought I put it in my address book on my phone, but for some reason it has disappeared. So I did not click save or whatever. There's Bride Dazzle. How are you? It's the first time I've seen that one in here. Hello, Leonard Mountain. How are you? Have a couple of people come in, guys. That's good. And there's Wheat. Hello, Wheat. There's Miss Rebel at Heart. How are you? Okay, I'm going to write that down right now, Jovita, so that I don't lose it. I'm going to write it down in my little nifty book here. Let's see. Let me get back up here. 78379. Hello, Jan. How are you? And there's Bill from My Alaska and Trish Keen. Oh, Miss Rebel at Heart. See who else we see. Okay, guys. It has been a while since I added anyone in as a monitor, and you guys are going to have to walk me through it again. So tell me what I have to do because I'm brain dead and I don't remember. I know I have to go to my my page and go down to my settings, right? Or to YouTube settings. Nope, that's not what I want. Hmm. Well, it's not working right. Hit the three dots next to their names. Okay. Go back again. Ding, dang, dang, girls. I'm going to write that down too because I'll be forgot it by the time I get off of this thing. Okay, guys. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Bill. I appreciate that. And Jan too. Oh gosh, y'all. All right. We're going to invite some people in if I can. So I'm going to go down here to where it says invite and click it. And it says that I can have up to 6 people, guys. So we're going to And where do I post this link now? $64 in Riviera. Well, you know, it got up to about 54 here today, but that wind blew like crazy. Oh, gosh. It's still been cold, and we had a terrible tragedy, guys. My little black face sheep, Mom had her baby, but it froze. It was so sad. It's her first time having a baby, and she just didn't get its little mouth cleaned off in time. She cleaned it up, but she didn't clean up its face, which was the important part. And unfortunately, she had it during the night, so I didn't know she was having it. It was so sad. We went out this morning, and I thought, well, it was a little black and white when it was mostly black, bless its heart. And when I went in today, and I thought it was poop, laying there. And I thought, oh my God, one of them has really done a lot here. And so when I got closer to it, I saw what it was, and I was so disappointed. But anyway. Yes, it was sad. I hated it. You just hate when you lose one. I just don't know how to do it. I'm trying to post this thing still, guys, but it is not posting. Where it says invite. But anyway, I'm having issues trying to get it in there. So I guess as again, we're not going to invite anybody. I really wanted to invite some people to come in tonight, just because it would make the day go by faster. It has been really cold here for Georgia. We're not used to this kind of weather. And it I mean, we were she's packing. I hit the copy link and post it in the chat. Well, that's what I'm trying to do, but it won't. I keep touching it to post it, but it's not posting. I mean, you're supposed to just touch it and it'll pop up post, right? It said it was copied. Just go back, try it again. Maybe it went away. Copy link. All right. And still not coming up over here where I'm supposed to be putting it. Da 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 da. Okay, right click the chat box. Still not doing it, guys. I'm so sorry. This is a boring thing. I meant when we were having our lesson this week, I meant to ask him exactly how to do it. Hey, Tony. Good to see you in here. All right. I have right clicked down here at the chat box. Right click. All right. And it says all kinds of stuff except what I want to do. Dang, guys. It just will not post, guys. I'm so sorry. I don't know why. Nope. It doesn't have a place here. It's just not working for me, guys. Oh, well. We'll just have to try to entertain y'all myself. I won't have any help in here again tonight. Oh, I didn't see you. No, I didn't get in there live tonight. My husband wanted me to sit down and watch a movie with him because we just haven't. We've been so busy keeping everything going between his house, my daughter's house. My daughter's not living down there, but we're responsible since it's down here and hooked to the well and all. We have to go to her house and keep everything checked out there. In fact, then my granddaughter called and wanted me to check her mailbox and her mama's mailbox to see if her W-2s had come in. So I had to do that. Okay. Rebel at Heart wants to know who won the giveaways, and that's a good idea because I made a post, a little short video. It wasn't quite 8 minutes, but the 3 Mississippi hat was won by Sheila Tubbs. Sheila Tubbs also won the black hat, I believe. Let me make sure. Yep, Sheila Tubbs won the black hat also. So I need to get Sheila's address. If anybody has a clue how to get in touch with her, which you guys would please send her a text. I have tried to. And like I say, I've posted it. I've mailed out the, I didn't put that back in there. The, toboggan to Gopan and Suntan won the toboggan, and he says he's going to be wearing his in the next few videos as soon as he gets it. Right now, the post office told me that there's not going to be any mail going that way because of how bad the weather has been. And the gray t-shirt was won by Robert Castleberry, and I sent him a message, and he won the gray t-shirt, but I've not gotten an address from him either, and I even sent him one straight on one of his videos, thinking maybe he'd see the comment. But anyway, hello, Beth. I don't know if I've said hey to you yet. Anyway, so if you guys know any of these folks and know how to get in touch with them, y'all let them know that they won, and I need their address so that I can get the other items out. Oh, and Jan won the little gnome that I'd made, and I got to get it mailed out to her too. So guys, I hate it. I guess I'm gonna give these people another week, and if we haven't heard from them by then, we're gonna just say, okay, they lost it. Haven't had a comment from them. And we'll have another drawing. So stick around next week. If we haven't heard from them by next week, we're going to be doing another drawing. And there's Val with Southwest Living with Val. How are you? I don't know about out your way, Val, but they told me at the post office here that my mail that was going to New Mexico probably was not going to make it to New Mexico for a while because of the weather. And so I don't know. And so I guess he'll get it when he gets it. You did win the gnome, Javita. You did win the gnome. And I've not mailed it out. I've got it in the envelope, but like I say, I forgot your address. And I wrote it down on something, and I put it in my phone under the addresses, but for somehow or another, I guess I didn't hit save or something because it's not there now. I was trying to find it when I went and mailed Gopan and Suntan's things. But yes, Javita won the little gnome, guys. Anyway, so, and Tony, you didn't make it in for the contest or the drawing last week. I was thinking that you would have come in, took a chance you would have won something. Anyway, we we've been working around here trying to get things done. Oh, a bomb threat. Oh my God, at the magistrate courthouse. Holy cow. That's not good. Jeez. Somebody's mad at somebody, huh? Hopefully it was just some kids being stupid, but I don't know if you guys know, but back when, yeah, y'all hit that thumbs up. We need all the help we can get, folks. Thank you, Bill. My Alaska just posted that. Yeah, my grandson went to school or was going to school up at Kennesaw State. And his roommate, the guy that was in the actual dorm with him, in his actual room, they had two people to a room, and then they had the group rooms where they had four, and very few people got a single room. But anyway, his roommate got tore up, drunk, or stoned or something, and called in a bomb threat. And boy, the police showed up, and my grandson's a big boy, so instead of them surrounding the smaller guy, they had him surrounded thinking that, he was going to do something. And he says, I was just sitting there like, I don't know what was going on. But anyhow, it's a scary world out there now, guys. It is. And you just don't never know. I am not worried about that bag, honey. When you get it mailed, that'll be fine. And if you don't, you can always just give it to somebody else. I won't be disappointed. It's the thought that counts anyway. Um, Dang. Yeah, I know it's terrible, and we live out in the country too, so we don't go into town every day. Like a lot of people go in every day to work or whatever. And both of us are out of work, retired, old. We're all old, so we don't go into town every day. We usually, if we go in and eat and take care of our business all at the same time. Let's see. I know it. The world it's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know if there's not enough of kids being taught, or they're not being disciplined, or if it's just cries for attention. I don't know. I do know that this boy, his mom had died, and after his mom died, his dad just kind of let him go. I guess he was grieving, and he tried to be his best friend instead of a father after that. And so that was part of his problem. Um, the dad just didn't have time, to spend, I guess. Anyway, wow, wow, three of them. Were they all at the courthouses or whatever? Jeez. Oh well. Yes, I really agree with you, Habita. Kids nowadays, I mean, they don't go outside and play. They don't have buddies that they hang out with. They're all exposed to these gang stuff that's going on now, and it's sad. That's where they get their attention. And I don't know, when we were kids, we were outside, running around playing cowboys and Indians, or you know shooting china berries at each other, or throwing pine cones or something, building forts or tree houses or whatever we could build out in the woods, and going hunting with BB guns. And, we were just kids. We were just, I mean, the girls were just as tough as the boys back then. And it wasn't all this. We went to the ball games. We didn't go out there to fight and cut and kill. We went to watch the ball games and to actually hang out with our friends. It's just really sad. Southwest said they ran around barefoot and played kicking the can. Yeah, I remember running the strings of the old cans and walking on them, making your stilts with them. And everybody, all the kids had pogo sticks, not that we had a dirt road we lived on. So wasn't but one spot we could play on the pogo stick. And this was this concrete slab where my aunt had a mobile home at one point in time out here. So we all jumped on that. And, of course, we jumped on the hard packed ground, like up and down the driveway. But, the driveway, the road usually stayed so muddy that you couldn't do that kind of stuff with it. Yep. I remember those times. They were good times. Yep. I mean, we had our chores that we had to get done, but when we got through doing our chores, and believe me, chores, nowadays these kids take the trash out and they get paid $1 for it or something. Heck, back then, back when I was real little, we had to draw water out of the well, and then we had to bring it in, put it on the stove, and darn heat that water to take a bath in a wash tub. It wasn't like it is nowadays. We lived in the country. We were poor folks. And no, we didn't get paid to do the chores because the chores had to get done. That was just part of living. Exactly. I'm the same way. And I hate that. So somebody is putting out a bunch of bomb threats in all the courthouses. Yep, that's amazing what people did. Yeah, yeah, I didn't pay my kids for chores. They had certain things that they had to do, so they rode their we rode bikes way past the train tracks, put our money together to buy snacks. My uncle had a store, and back then, they didn't have gravel in the old country stores. You throw down your pop tops, your Coke and whatever bottle tops, and everybody had those machines where you pop the top. There's officially Kendra. Hello, glad to have you. Yes, and so we would go out there as kids and we walked on that stuff barefoot. So, we had to have calluses on the bottom of our feet, a half-inch thick, probably from running around barefoot. But we would kick those bottle tops around until we'd find some money, and you could buy a lot of candy for 2 or 3 cents. Sometimes, if we were lucky, out at the gas pumps, gas wasn't but 20 or 30 cents back then, and we could go to the around the gas pumps and look around. Sometimes we'd find a nickel or dime or even a quarter. And boy, we were rich. If we found a quarter, everybody got candy. Hello, Sheila Tubbs. Hello, Sheila, honey. You need to send me your address so that I can mail you. You won 2 items. You ever? I said, everybody is going to think it. We cheated on this, but we did it. There is a video and you can watch it. Sheila, I think you won the 3 Mississippi hat and the you won the 3 Mississippi hat and the black t-shirt. So if you will send me your address, we will be sure and get those mailed out to you. I was just telling everybody that if I hadn't heard from everybody by next week when we do our live again, next week I'm going to just redraw some. Be sure and you get that address to me, girl. And oh goodness, Robert Castleberry needs to get in touch with me too. So if anybody knows Robert, we need to get him in here. Rebel at Heart, I watched your husband's video today with looking out over there. Hello, Dot. How are you? Thank you for stopping in. Oh, goodness. Valentine's Day crafts. I have got another craft that I'm going to do the video on tomorrow. I should have done it, and I did do it, but I messed it up a little bit, so I'm going to redo it. And then I'm going to show y'all what I messed up and tell you what not to do if you decide to do that. And yes, I will try to do a couple of more Valentine crafts. I've got another one in mind for the guys. But I have got to figure out how I'm going to do it. It's there, it's in my head, but I just haven't figured it out yet. So we're going to do that. And let's see, somebody says, Okay, girl, people mess up. Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, it turned out pretty good, but I just did one little thing wrong. So, and I'm still going to show y'all the one that I did wrong. So you'll see that as soon as I can get it all uploaded to the video. And then I'll go back and do another Valentine thing. So I've almost got figured out what I'm going to do with that. So hope you guys will tune in for that. Uh, yeah, if you don't try, you never learn. That's exactly right. That's just right with anything. If you don't put that effort in there and you keep saying, I can, I can, I can't, never will, and never does and never will. It's what my dad used to say anyway. Oh, so if you try, you'll eventually figure it out. That's the way we always look at it anyway. And I want you to send it to my address and to my email address. And my email, I'm going to put it on here right now in this chat so you guys will see it. It is 211 Sandtown Road, LaGrange, Georgia. 30240. Okay. So that's it. That's my home address. Dang, I don't need that on there. I need to delete that back off, guys. Holy cow. But anyway, oh, guys, my email is CY Lang. I don't know why I put that on there. 17 at gmail.com. Oh well, I can't figure out how to get rid of that, but anyhow. But send me a message to my email address and send your address. That way nobody will see it out here like I just posted mine out for the world to see. But it won't show up except for tonight. So I guess if any of y'all want to stop me, you can. Oh yes, we you're gonna get awfully bored if you try to stalk me because you just see two old folks walking around here in the yard doing scratching our butts and scratching our heads and trying to figure out how we're going to do something, keep something else going. We ended up with one faucet that was leaking, and it ended up being the old galvanized pipe crack. So we've got to get that fixed, but it's just a bare leak right now. And I'll tell Joey, we are not going to go out there and try to bang on this hard frozen ground to get it dug up. So we're just going to wait. We've got it cut off down there in the ground, and we're going to put that thing in a better box so that it doesn't fill up with dirt, hopefully next time. And my live chat will show up on replay, but these comments will not. These comments will go away, and anybody that watches it later will. That's okay. Thank you so much, Kendra. I appreciate that. Thank you for coming in here, though. And that's okay. And let's see. Jovita Mike can take that address, that thing off of there. I don't know if she can or not. I tried to click it and get it to go away, but I couldn't get it to. Usually if it comes up, and I'm posting in somebody else's chat, I can go in there and delete it if I mess up. But that's good. Thank you, Jovita. She knows more about this stuff than I do, I'm sure. It's bad. It's bad when you're a dingbat, guys. I did have a class today or this week on, well, actually, it was Friday. And hopefully, we'll do a little bit better on our Fillmore videos that we're putting out. Learned a little bit about what I was doing wrong. Some of the things, I've done them before, but I just couldn't remember how I did them. And so, yeah, yeah, I could temporarily block myself from commenting. I didn't want to do that. So I tried also, and I just couldn't get it to go through. Oh, oh, that's okay, Sheila. I'm a dingbat, so if they do, like I say, they're going to have a hard time if they get it. And if you really want to know, all you got to do is Google me. I mean, really and truly, it's if your name's out there anywhere, they can Google you and get it. Uh, Wade says she and Charlie already know how to find me. How they know how to find us now. Yep, Wade, I'm going to be coming down there in about a week, so you might as well get ready for me. Yeah, you put your mailing address up for whoever wants it. Oh, that's okay, honey. That's okay. Yep. It has been one of those weeks, guys. It was so cold here that one night we have a wood burning heater, but it's a fireplace insert, and it's one of those buck inserts, but it's really smaller than what would fit into my. Avita says, "Send her stuff. It's all good." I don't blame you, girl. That's how I feel too. Yeah. So we had the fire going. Well, the wood was so dry and ready. It was burning up every 2 hours the way this, and have to keep the dampers open more to keep it warm enough. So finally, I just got up and turned on the propane heat in the house. We got the heat pump, but God, the heat pump just runs like crazy 24/7 in this kind of weather, and it just really it heats, but it's not like heat like like you feel when you've got wood heat. I tell you, there is no replacement for wood heat out there, guys. And Trish, y'all can keep all that snow and ice and stuff up that way. We had frozen ground and ice spewed up out of the ground, but that's it. And we don't want that snow. My granddaughter wants it. My youngest granddaughter wants it bad, but there's Vicki Evans. Hello, Vicki. How are you? I'm glad to see you. Thank you for coming in. Yep, we like I say, the fireplace works great, and especially if I close off the doors to the rest of the house, like the back bedrooms and the upstairs and all that, it would uh it would probably keep everything warm. But I wanted to keep open the cabinets up in the bathrooms and open the cabinet doors in the kitchen under the sink and all that. And we even put a little heater, oil heater, up under the house to make sure everything didn't freeze, because some of it's wrapped and some of it's not wrapped as good. You know how that goes. So we so anyway. So Vicky says she's ready to win. Well, Vicky, I was just telling folks that I've got another craft that's coming out, but it's not going to come out until hopefully I'll get through with it tomorrow. If not, it will be Wednesday when I get it done. And so it will be out by Wednesday anyway, guys. And hey, Carrie, I'm glad to see you, honey. Uh, that's right. heat pumps work real good for air conditioning, but in the cold, they do struggle. It's really hard, especially when it's this cold, because of strip. If you put it on strip heat, that meter's out there going, oh, yeah, we had the teens here. And I can't believe that you guys had lows in the teens there, Jovita. My God, South Texas. Holy cow. mm, mm. Yeah, so hopefully I'll get back on the Valentine's things. Like I say, I've got this one thing in mind. I just got to figure out how I'm going to get it on here. Uh, and so we use the wood heat, and then I have backup propane for just in case, if something were to happen, I can't get out and get the wood in or something. So I lit the propane heat too. And so we had the heat going in here, baby. We were nice and warm, and we didn't end up with no broken pipes or anything. Just that one up by the horse barn. Anyway, oh, 16. Holy cow! How in the world, Bill? I couldn't stand it. I couldn't live up there. I would absolutely freeze. I was out trying to wrap up everything and make sure I had the greenhouse packed up good and all. And dang, if my fingers and toes were just burning when I came back in and started trying to get them, warm, I guess because they were so cold. And when I held them up to that hot wood heater, it was like stinging, So I couldn't take that cold. I guess if you lived there and you were used to it, maybe you could. But oh, they're gonna have a heat wave, Jan says. Well, it's supposed to warm up here on up into the 70s, I think, by the weekend, but we're going to get a lot of rain again. So, it's one, I can handle the rain better than I can handle the cold, though. And Vicky says her cat sleeps on her, so she stays toasty. You got a big old cat too, girl. So I know. And Vicky lives here close to where I live, not too far. I've known her for quite a while. But my daughter came, her husband came and got the camper, so that's one less thing we got to worry about because we were worried about getting it and had to go out. And it was a brand new camper, and I didn't know how to go about fixing all that stuff. So I'm out there crawling around under their camper, making sure all the lines got drained and cutting off the hot water heater and taking that whatever it is, the drain plug out and draining the water out of it and all that stuff. So, we just didn't want it to tear up while we had it at our house. So anyway, he got the camper and they're back down in Florida with it. So that helped a lot, guys. One less stressor. Not that I was worried about it once we got that, but we did have the heat running in there, and it ran out of propane, so we had to change the bottles out. Well, actually, Chris changed the bottle out when he got here because he spent the night that night, and then got up the next day and came over, and we hung around for a while, and then he went on home. He was going to stay and study for some tests because he's going to college. He's working on his engineering degree, so he was going to stay and do some studying because when you got 4 kids in the house, it's hard to study. It would be for me. I'd be nuts. My kids would be let's see. Trish said that her dog crawled under the blanket next to me, but she kept pushing me, and I ended up with about. Yeah, that sounds like Trish. That sounds like my grandkids. They used to get right up against you, and you could move over, and the next thing you know, they're right up against you again. Oh, Carrie says she got her sewing machine and a whole bunch of stuff. Well, great. That is wonderful. Thank you. I saw that you have a video out about it. I just hadn't had a chance to get on there and watch it, Carrie, but I will. And yeah, those grandkids of mine, when they were little and they'd spend the night with us, they always wanted to sleep with us. And, when they were real little, we would let them. But then after they got up, 4 or 5 years old, they had to start sleeping on the couch or in one of the other bedrooms. You just can't let them sleep so long. And them little ones, boy, those feet are dangerous. He'll kick you and nearly kill you in the middle of the night. What kind of dog do you have, Trish, that's pushing you off the bed? Must be a pretty good sized dog. My little dog, they used to get up in the chair with me, and I'd finally just say, "Y'all got to move. Y'all burning me up." Pull all that hair, but they're little bitty things. But when you got 4 or 5 of them, they're all over you. It gets hot. Uh, Mine are all Yorkies. One's 13 years old. Okay. Carrie said that her sewing machine came from Texas, USA. Wow, that is great. Oh, a Tibetan Mastiff. Wow. Holy cow. No wonder it was pushing you off the bed, honey. It might have weighed more than you. Those suckers are big. They're pretty dogs, though. They really are. Oh, gosh. And dang, guys, we are trying our best to get everything going around here. And I think I'm going to go and get me one of those little baby monitors that has the screen that I can put out there for next time when my little dog goes in my little dog, my sheep. This next one, when she has her babies, because she'll be a first time mama too. And so I am hoping that I can get one of those and it will go off and let me know, or I can hear it. And oh, you don't know what kind of dog she has. Oh, you were kidding. Well, I can imagine those mastiffs are huge. So that is funny. That is funny. Yeah. Mardi Gras. Well, you know what? I don't know if I'm going to the Mardi Gras parade or not. I really need to, because I need to do some video. Okay, her dog is part blue heeler. Trish says her dog is part blue heeler and part lab. Well, I bet she's pretty then. Uh, so, no, I really do. That would be a good video to put out. So I really need to come check it out. We don't get the newspaper, so we get secondhand news. So I'm glad you posted that. I'll have to check into it, Vicky. Yeah, and I'm so glad it's supposed to warm up. Whew, we need it to. It has been too cold for me. Too cold for me. And Vicky Havita says she always wanted to march to the Saints come marching in. Or the Saints are marching in. You know what? That would be cute. I've been to New Orleans for the Mardi Gras parade, guys. And if you go there and you're with somebody, if you want to stay with that somebody, you better be hanging on to them, because when we went, the crowd was so bad that I actually got separated from the person that I was with and had to fight my way through the crowd to get back to them. So Trish said the kicker is that the dog is not hers. It belongs to her son, but it sleeps with her. Well, he knows a good thing. That dog knows a good thing when he sees it, right? We don't let our little dog sleep with us. When I had Boo, my little precious Boo that I had for so many years, he slept with me and he rode with me on every horse ride that I ever went on. He went on every trip and vacation that I went on. And he would sleep with me then, but not when Joey and I were together. He didn't. Joey and I, he don't sleep in the bed with me and Joey. But he knew that he couldn't sleep in a bed with me and Joey, so I had a bed, a puppy bed, a dog bed, right beside the bed, and he would sleep there. But he had to be right there with me. I understand that. You had to watch it there too. I didn't tell y'all about that. Let me tell y'all what happened on that trip. Jeez, we had we had to go to the bathroom, so we were walking and walking, trying to find a place where we could go to the restroom. And so this one little bar, and it said if you can use the restroom if you buy a drink. So we said okay. So we went up to the bar and ordered a drink. And the guy, he stayed at the counter while I went to the bathroom. Well, while I was in there, they just had like a shower curtain across the stalls, for privacy, I guess. Well, this one person walked by, a girl, I thought it was a girl, walked by, and she looked real funny, I guess, because I was sitting down and peeing. Anyway, when we got back out to the counter, the guy that I was with, he goes, "We gotta go right now." It was cold outside. I'm going, no, let's just sit here and drink our drink. No, we're leaving right now. So I gulped a drink and then took off out the door. And come to find out, it was a gay bar. And that was back when being gay wasn't cool, or nobody was out and out, like they are nowadays. So it was freaking him out. I thought it was the funniest thing. I wanted to go back in. He wouldn't. Oh, what entertains me, I guess, would never entertain anybody else, y'all. But thank you so much, Rebel at Heart. I appreciate that. Oh, we have been trying our best to get some orderly system going, y'all. I wanted to put out the craft videos, and I want to try to put out at least one craft a week. But this week, with all this bad weather and us having to check on the animals and get everything going and bust water and all that, I didn't get my craft out. Well, I did the craft, but like I said, I messed it up. So now I'm having to redo it, which I'll redo it in the morning, and we'll try to get that one out. Yeah, they're all gay bars now. All bars are fun. That's exactly right. And especially if you're a watcher, because I like to watch people. And I'll be sitting there going, just do that. Look at them folks over there. So I'm probably not a good person to go in any club, y'all. But anyway, I mean, you're not supposed to make fun of folks. So I don't say anything to them, but some of them folks, I think, holy cow, I can't dance, but some of them people really can't dance. Anyway, the things that you see nowadays in these clubs are not what you used to see. Back in the days when I roamed the clubs in my 20s and all, things were just a lot normaler back then. So heck, not me. I'm the one they are pointing at. So you can't dance, Avita? Oh, geez. You know what? Close your eyes and just sway with the music. That's probably the best thing you can do, and not really doing much foot thing. If you can't dance, that's the best thing you can do, is just kind of move with the music real slow, and then you don't have to worry about it. Of course, if you're doing if you're going to one of those rock bars, which most people are into now, back in my day, folks around here, you went to a country and western bar, and that's about all they had. There really wasn't any rock bars. We had older rock music like Clarence Clearwater Revival, Eagles, the dang, all the older good music, what I call good music. Yeah, that rock and roll stuff. Yeah, Cannonball and Mosh Pit. I don't know what that is, but okay. I'll have to check that one out too. Anyhow, folks, gosh, golly, I have jabbered on now for almost 50 minutes and really hadn't said a darn thing, have I? Yes, CCR, Cure Water Revival. I love them. Boy, that went and saw them in an old amphitheater. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Leonard Mountain says she's Hispanic, so when she lived in Texas, she went to all the Mexican bars. Yeah, I've gone to several of those. Really, I had a great time. Anyway, folks, uh, I, I born on the bayou. I've heard about y'all bayou folks. Watched some strange movies too. Read a couple of books too about the bayou with those murder mysteries and stuff like that. Anyway, so yeah, that would be fun. You know what? It would be nice to sit around and hang out with the whole group of you guys. Oh, and I didn't know if any of you guys ever come down this way, but in Helen, Georgia, there's going to be a meetup of YouTubers, and that last year they had like 37 different meetup channels came. And this time, I think they've already got like 80 something people coming. So that would be great. I'm going to try to go to it. It's in Helen, Georgia. And I think it's like March the 8th, 9th, and 10th. So I'll probably do a video of that one, guys, if I manage to get up there. If this weather is over with and done. And so yeah. Trish said all of that was new music back in her day. Well, Trish, it was good music, new music back in my day too, hon. So I don't know how old you are, but I'm knocking on that 65. It'll be here sooner than I want it to. Oh, so and Val said she was born in Texas. Yeehaw! We are. Comes my Josie bug. She's gonna tell me she's hungry again. I just fed her. It has not been, but it has been about 2 hours since I fed her. But you know how that goes. What can I say? A little bit. She don't weigh 3 pounds, and she eats 3 pounds of food a day. Salem Bridge is supposed to be haunted. Well, I've heard that, but didn't they replace the Salem Road Bridge with the new one? Is it haunted now? Is it still supposed to be haunted since they added on? I guess they left part of it. So Jovita is a watered down Mexican, and she loves her South Texas roots. That's funny. You posted that before. I think that's so funny. Watered down Mexican. That's a new one. Well, I'm just old country redneck, I guess. But my people came here from Europe and Scandinavia and all of them countries over there, Ireland and whatever. So I've had those DNA things done, and I've had two of them. I did one with the 23andMe, and also done one with can't think of the other one, but Oreo Speedwagon. Yeah, I liked Oreo Speedwagon too. God. Trish says she will be 70 this summer. Wow, girl. Well, you're doing good then. I have a friend, and if he makes it, he'll be 97 this next in March. I think it's March the 26th is his birthday. And up until 3 years ago, he was still riding horses. And I mean, he'd ride a horse all day long. He rode the hair off of them. And just all of a sudden, it started out with him getting bit by a brown recluse spider. And he set up a staph infection. And his health went downhill from there. After that, he started having problems with his heart. they had to put a pacemaker or whatever in there to get, no, they had to give him something or do something to make knock his heart back in rhythm, and just all kinds of things since then. And then he started having trouble with his legs, and he's just had a terrible time, guys. And you feel so bad because for somebody that was that healthy, I mean, he was up roofing his house one day when I went over there at 94 years old. He was out there roofing his house. I said, "Get out off of that roof." He said, "Why?" I said, "Max, my God." I call him Mr. Max. His name is Max Davis, and he is a super friend. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Javita says that her friends call her Jay, and that if she was in Mexico, the Mexicans would be calling her Yay. Anyway, oh gosh, y'all, it has been one of those weeks here, and I'm so glad that all of you have come back to listen to me jabber about life and things around the farm here. I've got to get, oh, and I do have a little video where I am showing you guys how to uh, root some yellow trumpet bush. I don't know if you guys have ever had those before or know what I'm talking about, but so I'm going to put out a little short video on that. And I've already done it. I've just got to get in there and get it edited, folks. You know, getting some editing done is like, so hopefully I can get that done, guys. Wow, most of the women in your family have lived well into the 90s. She plans on doing the same thing. Good for you, Trish. You know, if I'd known I was going to live this long, honey, I'd have took better care of myself. I wouldn't have got out there and done some of the reckless, crazy stuff that I did. But, you know, nobody in my family lives past their 40s. So I'm already well above the rest of them. My people have real bad kidneys and real bad hearts. So anyway, uh, you guys, we have got like 2 minutes left, and I want to thank my subscribers again so much. We are heading toward our next goal, and right now I think we have 510 subscribers, and my next goal will be 1,000. When we get 1,000, we're going to do 5 more, and I'm going to start looking for some neater, better things to give away this time. So I hope that you guys will come in there and check out my videos. See the ones that I'm going to be putting out this next week. Check out my video on growing the yellow trumpet bushes. And I'm going to try to post a picture of what they look like, if I can figure out how to do that. And I want all of you to come back next week, and we'll chat. And maybe between now and then, I can get somebody to actually show me how to get more than one person in here on this chat, so that we will have some more folks come in and make these chats a little more interesting. Other people can tell about what they're doing on their channels and all. And, you know, if you want to pump your channel up, you go for it, girl, because I am so much wanting to help you guys because all of you have helped me. And I am going to go ahead and get off of here because I have someone. And yes, thank you. Good night to you too. Good night, everyone. And thank you, Val, for saying you would be watching next week. Thank you. And yes, y'all, I'll be careful out there. Don't kill yourselves in that crazy snow and ice y'all have. And I hope it warms up for you, and y'all can get around better and not have to worry so much, because I know it's going to be rough. Good night, everybody. I'm going to click out now. Bye-bye.